Yes, gentlemen, there we go. It's Friday evening. Thank you for joining us. It's much appreciated. And here's your panel of experts, Duckhook experts. Fats is back. He's right next to me.
Howdy.
Donnie, you're back. Basil, thank you for joining
Hello.
us. And we have Ryan Jensen, who's on the
Right.
show today. Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
How's your week been?
Very good.
Just glad it's weekend. Been a long week.
I agree with
I
you.
agree with Fats. It's been a long week.
It has been a long week. Everybody on the chat line, thank you for joining us. And going through what we have for you today is we have a full breakdown of Ebotse, which is Series 2, the final, the second last, should we say, event of the season. Dorian, let me just move you there. No, it's going higher and higher and higher. Okay.
And
Okay,
gone.
hold on. There we go. Okay, anyway. We'll put you there for now. Hello, Dorian. Thank you for joining us. We've got Peter Prinsloo. Thank you for joining us. Jacques, who we can't seem to get rid of now. Jacques Gravenstein, thank you for joining us. Once he got the Duckhook bug, he hasn't missed an event. Ryan, your pops is watching. Hello, Sir Jensen. Thank you for watching and look forward
How's
to
that,
seeing
old
you
man?
out on course. And then Peter Prinsloo's good luck. Quibus watching. Paul Ricketts, hello. Edwin Russell, and so on. Okay, so where do we start, everybody? I want to put it in perspective. This is how many rounds there is of the Duckhook 2020 season. There's only 6 rounds remaining. Can you believe we've reached this point? So, Ebotse is this Sunday. Then we got the Challenge 500 at JCC. Rocklands and the Woodmead course. That's going to be fantastic. That's Friday, the 6th of November. And then straight away on the Sunday is Jackal Creek for the final Sunday Series 1, which our friend Donnie Geldenhuys is leading. So that will be interesting. And it will be interesting to see how that unfolds. There's hardly any points covering the top 5. Thursday League at Glen Vista is the last one. Sunday League, Germiston Series 2 to complete the league season. And then the last major of the season, the Summer Cup at Glendower on Friday the 4th, followed by a dinner and an awards evening. That is all coming. Gentlemen, can you believe we're this far into the season already? It's almost done.
Almost done, but still plenty to look forward to.
Oh, yes.
Donnie,
Yeah.
That went so quick.
Donnie,
Yeah.
are you looking forward to Jackal Creek? Are you practicing?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's like I think it's going to be a good finish to Sunday League One. Got a couple of good players behind me there chasing me. Yeah, getting back to the practicing. Yeah, I'm trying. Luckily it's like on Wednesday I worked something small out, which looked to help give me a little bit more consistency. Especially with the driver. So we'll see if the driver's working, I can score. So yeah.
Watch
Have
out,
you fitted
everybody.
yourself, Donnie?
What's the fat?
Have you started fitting yourself yet?
I've always fitted myself, so it's like I could just now fit myself with other toys instead of just one brand only.
And there's a lot of toys. He sits there. It's like a kid in a candy store. That's for sure.
Please don't. You'll become dangerous Donnie as he is already.
Okay, well, let's put this Series 2 in perspective. This is how it stands with the top 10.
Yeah, so we touched on this a while back as well with Randall having quite a big lead with 2 events to play. He's got an 8-point lead on 217 points, and then behind him in second place is Alan Lowe. And with Luki Janssen, who's won a couple of events this year on 208 points, Jason Ivans on 205. And then for the rest, I don't think there's a chance of catching Randall at all. Just too big a gap. But yeah, we got Dean Sherman, Brighton, Frikkie, Martinez, Ryan, you in there, well done. And then Graham de Villiers, you fill up the 10 spots.
Yes, so a lot of familiar faces and a lot to play for. Let's go straight into the Ebotse scorecard. And let me remind you that Ebotse is still not completely 18 holes. The par 5 12th is still a par 3. Therefore, it's a 1T start. We all start on the first, and as you remember last time, then you have your lunch, you go straight to the 12th hole, you play that par 3, then you play up to 18, and then you finish on the 10, and then 11 is the finishing hole. It's awesome that the 11th is the finishing hole because that is a very pretty hole and can be a very destructive hole, as many of you will know. Correct, Fats?
Yes, I got a snowman there when we played the Open. On a little.
That's a brilliant hole.
But it can happen easily.
Yeah. We're going to look at all the featured holes that our boys have, and we've had some guys on the course today. They've also done some featured holes for us, so we can have a better idea for those who have not played Ebotse of what is coming. Okay. The all-important thing is that there are 80 players playing at Ebotse, and that means there's a lot of, if it's a 1T start, we're going to be standing there for a while. Okay, so let's go through the field, and who is competing? Well, we start at 9 o'clock, and we have Luki Janssen, Carl van der Meulen, Christian Janssen, who's joining Luki, apparently his twin brother, and Edouard Potgieter taking us off, starting the field and setting the pace. I'm sure, as usual, the red numbers will quickly happen. So, gentlemen, having a look at this, you can throw out your predictions. We can go in order of what the grid is. So we will have Fats, Donnie, Basil, and Ryan. I'm going to quickly go through this and say, who do I like? I'm going to go with Ruben Swart for a top 5 finish. I think he's come into some form. So that is my pick for a top 5.
Yeah, for me, I think Lyle Langley. Seems like he's been working on his game. He's been playing quite a lot, playing quite well, and I think Ebotse quite suits his game as well.
Yeah, from my side, Maz, I'm joining you with Ruben. For him, he's quite long off the tee, so he can take that little 2-iron that he's got there, and he can hit it off the tee box, and I think he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, Maz, I think I'm going to give Jason Ivans a little shout out there for this come Sunday. It's a ball striker's domain, and Jason doesn't spend time thinking over every single shot. He just gets the job done, and if the putter is on, he thrives. So it's all about putting, finishing every hole strong. So Jason Ivans for top 5 for me.
I must go with Lyle as well. Lyle's plenty on that course, and if I'm not mistaken, he has won an event there before.
Yes, he has.
But I think he's very familiar with it. Yeah, I think he's very familiar with that course.
When we were on the Thursday League, he took the victory. There's Russell Tan. He says, last shot is winning score today. So can he do it twice in a row? Lyle? Basil, beautiful blue eyes. I'm sure you're trying to see what's happening there, but that's better. We'll go to page 2. These are the guys teeing off just about, I think, 10:50 odd. Jaco de Kok, Johan Potgieter, Cohen Munien, and Nuren Murthy. I hope I said that right. Then Coach Kevin O, Richard Stewart, Sean Salmon is joining us for the Sunday League, and so on and so on. As we go all the way to 12:10 to fill the 80 players. On this page, there is a big game. It's the semi-final of the team knockout. You saw earlier that Jason Ivans and his father were playing the Benekes. So here we've got. So it's actually interesting that father and son are playing. No, it's not. Am I right? I'm confused. No, they're playing Rudy.
Two brothers.
Rudy and Tian. They played the other game in the quarterfinals. I'm going to go for. Who should I go for here? I'm going to go for Sean Salmon for 10. He says he's been practicing, so let's see how he goes. You guys?
For me, I'm going to go with Brunei. Just going on that amazing back nine he had on his last round, I think yesterday or the day before. Shot a 33, 2 under.
Brilliant.
Off his 16, 17 handicap. I actually wanted to go for Donnie, but now that he's playing a match play, so I think, Donnie, your concentration is going to be more on the match play than on the individual event.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, I must say it's like my pick. Yeah, there's a couple of good players there, but I feel I'm going to stick with Kevin Ho. I think he's had a couple of unlucky second place finishes. So hopefully, Kev, this is your day.
Kevin has probably been touted as one of the favourites many times, so he owes us a victory. Your Baz.
I think I'm going to give my shout out to Neville. Reason being because it's the first time we're going to play together, and I'm just going to try and guide him as much as possible throughout that golf course come Sunday, because if I'm not mistaken, he was up there at Danefern
very true.
Yes.
Threw it away in the last couple of holes, so I'm going to try just help him around the golf course where I can. He's got potential to win at Duckhook, and let's see what we can do on Sunday.
If you didn't know, he plays Thursday League as well. He plays all of them, and he was 6 under after 9 holes, and then he was 2 under after 11 holes. So he did go wish, but that's what happens many times with high handicappers. Ryan, go for it. You've got the final say with who you think is favorite in the field.
I was thinking of Kevin as well, because the last couple of times Kevin and Simon have this little bit of they bugger each other around when they get into the top of the leaderboards there, and I don't see Simon's name on the field, so I'm going to say Kevin again.
Okay. Good luck, Kevin. You owe us one. Gideon Ruchter's looking forward to playing with you, Baz. And then Mornay Kelly, good luck and enjoy. He's soon to be playing with us. Okay, everybody. I got our handicaps man to look at some handicaps and break it down. So he sent me some information because it's an important part of the season, and we want to see who's doing well and who's not doing so well. So, Ryan, the floor is all yours. We'll start with the higher movers. These are the guys who have gone up in handicap.
Oh, thank you, man. I've taken, I think it's the last 9 games, the one after the last major we played, which was Wingate. I think it was August, if I'm not mistaken. And what I've done is I've included the handicap calculation that we've got on the field for now for Ebotse. So I've done all those, including the Highland, Firethorn, Halton, Glen Vista, and Danefern. And we just took a little bit of looks of the handicap movement. So we've got, like, for example, Kobus Kuman. At Wingate he was 21, then he dropped down to 20, he went up to 25 at Highland. The Highland second round we was played off the back tees, so that the handicaps were a bit higher. But anyways, then it was, then you can see that levels out about 20. If I'm not mistaken, I think Firethorn, I'm not sure if he played there, but anyways, he went up to 25, 23 at Glen Vista, 25 at Danefern, and then 24 there. So that's, you're looking at a 3-shot up that he's gone up there. And then we've got Dorian there. He started on an 18. Leon and Dorian on an 18 there at Wingate. And then as you can see, Leon went down, Dorian stayed the same, and they both sort of went up and then down again, and a little bit up and down. I see how Leon has been a bit of a struggle lately, showing he's backing a little bit. So yeah, he's had I think it was a 4-shot swing there a little bit there, and Dorian is pretty much still on the 18, but he's moved up and down a little bit there. And then we've got Randall and JP at the bottom here, which is the single handicappers. Also a bit of a movement there. Their lines are quite similar until it gets to about Firethorn, as we can see there. It's JP went from a 2 to a 7, had a little bit of a jump there. And then but he hasn't played, I think, for a while now, and now he's at the Ebotse, it's off the 7 there, but he has had a bit of a jump there. And then with Randall, he's from Wingate up until now, in 9 rounds, it's been 3 shots that he's taken from there. Yeah.
Okay, so give him more opportunity to score, playing off his 9 at Ebotse. But I like Dorian's way. Started off an 18, and a few rounds later he's back on an 18. Okay, go through the lowest quickly for us.
Okay, the lowest that we've got, the guys that have moved down a bit, Leon Westhuizen, the classic champion. He was on a 26. He didn't move much though, but he did go a little bit down, and then he shot up 4 shots there at that's Highlands, the back tees there. But 25 down to 23 at Firethorn, and then he went back up again 25. But from 26 to 25, he's gone down 1 shot there. And then the guys that I want to pick to sort of discuss, because Simon has been a bit on form that we've noticed. He started on a 13 at Wingate. Highland, he was 11. Then from Firethorn, he went up a little bit, and from there he's gone down to 11. And if you take a look now, with his last round that he played so well, 10, he's playing off an 8 his next round.
Can you believe it? Well done, Simon. That's unbelievable.
It's gone down to a signal. It's champion.
Yeah, 5
and
shots.
Then another one, it's 5 shots. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, in 9 rounds, I think that's brilliant. And then we got a Gideon, Mr. Champion. You'll see he's one here at Highland Gate is level here. He wasn't at the Highland Gate, so it's obviously would have been a 10 straight through there. But from a 10 from Wingate through to down to Ebotse now, I mean, you can see at Halton he played off a 9. At Glen Vista he played off a 8. Danefern played off 7. And that's coming from 2 wins, back-to-back wins. And now he's down to a 4. He's now, cut quite sharply. But that's well-deserved. But he's on form. And with him playing off a 4, I wouldn't be surprised if he still shoots up there because he's so on form. He's really putting a lot of effort into his game, and he's doing very well. I must say well done to that champion.
I
Fantastic.
think it's extra motivation and concentration as well. Playing off a 4, he knows he's got to play well. So I think there's a bit of more
Yes.
concentration going to go in there. So yeah, I won't be surprised to see him up there.
Gideon, can you become
Yeah.
the Tiger Woods of the Duckhook League come the end of the season? Can you do 3 in a row? That would be very impressive.
Can you
If
do
you
it?
now,
Can you do
if
it?
you win off a 4, I think there's going to be a lot of kudos to you. Okay, let's move on to the nitty gritty, and part of the nitty gritty is the pins for this weekend on Sunday. Right, we've got 2 par 3s closest to the pins. We've got the 8th, my favorite hole in the whole wide world. Many will know that at the Open I made it 12. The par 3 11th, which is a very difficult one, so whoever puts that closest will have hit a great shot. And then closest in 2 is the par 4 13th. So Baz, maybe you can get there in closest in. You've got a great chance, Baz, because you could literally pitch the green and putt it in and get the closest in 2. I would
Game
say.
over.
Then game
Yeah,
over.
we'll give it a go. Just try to keep it straight, and we'll see what
You got
happens.
it.
You know, luck on the day. If the weather, helps out, if the wind is blowing in the right direction, and yeah, we take it from there. But there's a lot of guys that can get their closest in 2.
No,
Lot of
Baz,
guys to compete for that prize.
I think Baz should have been with me on the 4 because I can do what I did at South Downs. Take out your 5 wood and smack it.
Yes.
You are my lucky charm.
It's only about 300 meters, so very reachable
Not
for
too
many. Shall we make a suggestion? If the guys want to go for the green and there's somebody on the green, go for the green.
Wave them on.
Just
Yes,
go for it. Otherwise,
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
can see
I
us
know,
waiting,
yeah.
and really, our guys know who the big hitters are. So if you know there's a big hitter behind you, just have a look, and if he's there, just let him hit it so that we can keep the field moving. We really don't mind. If it trickles through my legs, I'll be like, well done. I'm not going to shout at him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, so we know. All right, here we go. All important featured groups. Let's see how this has been put together. I think very randomly. I'm going to go with that. Group A. Guys, on the chat line, you can throw out your predictions for me, and we will go through our very own Group A. Luki Janssen is with Carl Vermeulen. I was interested to see between the 2 of them who would beat each other. Cornel Erasmus, Graham de Villiers, and Peter Prinsloo. That is a very tight group. I don't even want to call. You go for it, boys.
Now I'll go for Cornel Erasmus there.
I'm going to go for Graham.
Cool.
I think Cornell as well.
Yeah, I'm split between 3 of them. Luki, Cornel, maybe even Peter.
Group B, Ryan, there you are. You're taking on Fat, so I think that should be a beer
Yes.
competition.
Yes,
Russell
I
Tanny,
think so.
Ruben
Let's
Swart,
do it.
and
That is a
Heinrich
beer
Free.
opportunity.
Have to go Ruby.
For the group, I think probably Ruben, and then I'll beat Ryan to come in 2nd or 3rd, whatever.
Okay.
I'm backing Russell Tandy. It's time he wins one.
Oh,
I would like to back Russell, and it is time, but yeah, I think Ruben will take it.
Baz, if you didn't know, Russell has won a competition. He won at Irene.
Oh, is it?
I think it might have been last
Yes.
year. Yeah,
Yes.
it was a Sunday League.
It's time for 2020 trophy.
Go. And finally, Group C, Lyle Langley, Ryan Esmond, Donna Perimal, Dean Sherman, Billy Hall. Well, with Ryan Esmond shooting his, what shall we say, his 69 today at Royal, maybe he's in the cards to do something special in Group C.
No, I think it's a tough one. Donna's in good form. Ryan's in good form. I've backed Lyle for the day's win. And Dean Sherman always plays well at the links, growing up in PE. And Billy can shoot 38 points easily on the day, but I'm going to stick with Lyle. As I said, he's going to win the day, so he's got to win this group.
Okay, is that everybody? I'm trying to get all these comments in. Joey, thank you very much. Lyle or Ryan, my brothers. Yes, my brothers. Okay.
Hey, Joey.
Let's just take you out there. Before I go to page 2, I want to, because the guys are being awesome and posting a lot of comments, and before it runs away with me and I can't find it anymore, this is a very good question. Thank you, Ryan. Where are we? You see, I'm still scrolling. That's how much happened. Can we remove the flags? This is a simple question. If the gizmos are in it, no. If the gizmos are not in it and all that, yes. That's my opinion. What do you think, gents?
Agreed.
Totally agree. Also,
agree.
we should just find out from the club
Yeah.
if they allow it or don't allow it.
Yeah.
If the club allows it,
Yep.
I can't see why not.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah,
I
I must
realized
say. Sorry,
Sorry,
Ryan.
Don. I just want to say, man, I realize this could be a lot of back-end admin and that for you and myself. But maybe, as you said, we now, if we do find from the courses or with the gizmos in, we do not, or without the gizmos, we do not. Maybe put that on the play packs as well, as a one-liner.
Yes, I could. I will find out on the day. But from what I've seen,
Yes.
generally, if they've taken the gizmos out, then we can pull the flags. So we'll see. Okay, let's go to page 2 of the groups quickly. Here we go, standing by. Group D. Eventually, Louis Jensen, Nicky Vellengoed, Tiaan Schmulien, Neville Kurz, and Charles Ferreira. I am going to go with Neville as well with Group D.
Agree
I'll
with
go
that.
with Tiaan.
I have to back my old man. He's smart, and it's the first time he's playing Ebotse. He's looking so forward to it. Who knows? Maybe he shoots a couple good holes.
Awesome. Go, Louis.
I'll back your dad as well.
There we go.
Kevin. Well, obviously everybody's gone for Kevin, so he should be winning this. I went for Sean, so I'm going for Sean. Peter Zakaria, Gerard Sneeman, and Kobus Skuman in Group E.
I'm going to go Sean with you there, Maz.
I'll play with Kevin.
I played with him at Houghton. He's got some serious game. Very consistent
He does.
off the tee.
Okay, thank you. Right, and then finally Group F. Dylan de Beer, Jaco de Kock, Trevor Miller, Pranay Pandy, Henry Hall. Are we all going to go with Pranay? Don't let us down, Pranay.
Come on, Pranay. No pressure.
I'm going to go coach.
Yeah, our second coach too. He's been playing nicely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go coach as well.
Don't let us down, coach.
Yeah, 3 of us.
Okay, sure, I can't keep up. This is awesome. There's so many comments that
Brilliant.
I can't keep up. Okay, let's go to the head-to-heads. Thanks for the comments. You can read them below, who your favorites are. Head-to-heads, we've got some. The guys who didn't feature in the groups will feature in the head-to-heads. I think I'm in the head-to-heads. But Donnie, you're taking, I've put this as a match play. Donnie, you're taking on Brayton. Fricky, you're taking on Randall. I'm taking on Barry Fenter. Wayne Jensen's taking on Dorian Ferree. Jacques Gravenstein is taking on JP Atwood. Ewald van Wyk is taking on Ronnie Volherten. Owen Kenny is taking on Paul Ricketts. Cohen is taking on his mate, Nuren. Jason Ivins is taking on Hanu. That should be an interesting game. And Rudy Matthias
Oh, that's a good one.
Adam Board. So, just looking at it this way, is it a red team or is it a blue team, gentlemen?
Sure.
It's got to be red, in my opinion.
Red.
Has to be red.
Has
The
to
one
be
you
red.
is on red.
Just because Maz is in the red team.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't have a great track record of winning team games, but I'll do it for you, Fats. I'll do it for you. All right. All we really have left is the featured holes. So we're going to get to the featured holes in a few minutes. I want to remind you that the 18th, the par 5 18th, which is Dorian's corner, was the Duckhook 18 featured hole. So let's just remind you of what that is. And here we go. It is a great, well, ninth kind of finishing hole this time round. It's hitting over the water at least about 200 meters. And then you got the other 300 odd left to get to the green. If there's any eagles on this graphic, when we come down to it, I'll be very, very impressed because it takes 2 fantastic shots to get there. So, good luck with the featured hole of
I think,
Ebotse.
if you've got a bit of wind from behind, it does make that hole quite a bit shorter for the longer hitters. You cut the corner a little bit. A decent drive there, you've got 160, 170 in. So I think a couple of eagles with the right wind is highly possible.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, great. Let's take that out quickly. Okay, let's do some featured holes. Well, Ryan, we're going to go 1 to 18 and see what they are. Ryan, what is your featured hole?
I think number 1.
You're going with hole number 1. Why hole number 1?
I just think for Ebotse, the type of course that it is, it's a very inviting, nice hole to start with. For longer hitters, I think a lot of them will iron or maybe even fairway metals. Short hitters will probably take the chance with their drivers and stuff. But I think what's very nice about the hole is the green when you approach it, how it's protected with the bunkers and everything. And I think the bunkers is strategically placed for any level golfer to really make sure the club selection is correct to get to the green and hit decent shots. But I think it's a very inviting, nice hole for the course to start off with.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go with inviting. I'd say more intimidating than inviting.
It's inviting.
That's the phrase
It's
I'm going to use
inviting.
because that one can bite
I'll
you.
be honest, I'll be honest, I've seen a couple of oaks wanting to hit irons of the tee box, fluffing it like literally 20, 30 meters forward. So I don't think it's inviting.
You've got to be positive on that hole. You've got to pick your line, pick your spot, and bash it.
That's a type of hole you've got to trust your game. Don't let the hole intimidate you. I mean, any golf hole, don't let it intimidate you. Just smack it. Just go for it.
Easier said than done.
Yes.
I just think the guy could drive it there all day. Just play aggressive. Get it over and done with. If you're going to hit in the bush, hit it long in the bush.
Yeah, that's also a good point.
There we go. That's it.
Ryan, we need to ask Leon about the first hole, if that's, inviting or intimidating.
No, that's the wrong person.
Well, the other
You're
time
gonna scare everybody.
the other time I saw Fats on the 10th hole, and I asked him, Fats, are you part of our 4-ball? He's like, no, I just hit it right on 1.
And didn't reach the thing, so I was unlucky.
Right. We're very lucky enough that we know that 2 of our Duckhook brother guys played at Ebotse today for a practice round, and both, funny enough, won this year at Ebotse. So they did a featured hole for us. So I'm going to take you to Lyle Langley. His featured hole was a par 5 5th, and he won on Thursday League in March at Ebotse. So this is why he chose the par 5 5th.
Today we're at Ebotse, my favorite golf course. The only time that I ever featured on the leaderboard in a Duckhook event. So I've chosen the 5th hole, par 5 stroke 5, if I speak under correction. But you've got a couple of options. You can go long into the fairway in the front, but you can't miss, so you can't miss left, you can't miss right. I usually just play a little 4-iron wedge, and hope for a 5, maybe a 4. Difficult hole. It's broken a lot of rounds.
Shot Lyle.
Thanks, boys. And that is how you do it, boys.
Any middle.
Got another 280 in. I've got a little 4-iron. My plan is just to hit it left. Anywhere left side, the flag's on the right. $70 meters, 75-ish meters to the pin. Just off the left of the fairway. Nice angle in. Flag's middle right. So let's hope for the best. Yeah, it's a 5. What can you do?
So where did the other one go? We counted 4. So one of them went somewhere. Okay, well done, Lyle. Very good. Very good. Nice featured hole. Then it's the 7th. And now this is our Open champion, Lukey, who did a preview for his featured hole, which is the 7th.
Hey boys, this is my featured hole. You've got a risk reward shot here. If you go driver, you can there's 2 mounts. You can try and fly through that gap. Then it's an easy second shot onto the hole for a par 5. But the less risky shot would be to lay it up to the left. There's a mount on the left of the fairway. I would always hit something that kind of goes short of it, and then you just hit a second shot and chip a lob or something in. So I'm going to go rescue iron and then probably rescue iron again. So let's see how it goes. Okay boys, lying here for my second shot. As you can see, I'm a little bit more to the right than I would have liked. So ideally you want to be close to the left, and it opens up the hole nicely. But I'm going to hit something straight over the hill here and hope it works out. Let's see. So,
Lekker!
Okay boys, so I'm about 40 meters to the green. The location is kind of in the middle, frontish today. So yeah, I'm going to play a little bump and run onto the green. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, take it away, Lucky, my boy.
Well done, gentlemen. Great job, great job. So, again, if this happens and you're going to go play and you want to do a featured hole before the time in your practice round, just let me know and we will use it. We're all one big community. Okay, let's go through the rest of it. What do we have next? We have the par 3 8th. Donnie, did you choose a par 3 8th?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
take us through it.
Yes. Yeah, so obviously from the tee box, the distance of the hole can vary from 100 to basically 136 to 140 meters. So although it's a short hole, it's a very intimidating hole because if you look at the green position, the green is elevated. You've got a very like sort of a 2-3 meter slope in the front of the green, and then also at the back of the green you've got a slope and then obviously a hazard. So, and it's quite a small green as well, so your tee shot needs to be very accurate from the tee box. So if you get on the green, take a 2-putt and run to the next tee box.
Yes, very important to hit the green because if you don't, there's a lot of issues you can get yourself into. Okay, where are we going to next? We've got the 11th. Baz, is yours the 11th?
Yeah, that's it. So my feature is the 11th hole. I love this hole. It plays about, what is it?
So about 150.
15 meters downhill. What the guys get wrong there is the best thing to do there is have a look at where the current or the lake on the left is going, because that just tells you where the wind is coming. And most of the guys bail out right there, given that they don't want to hit in the water. But guys, just commit up the left. If the wind is up the left, just trust that it will fade back and hopefully hit the green. So, and also those bunkers on the right aren't entirely the worst place to miss it. So make sure of your yardage there, and if you hit the green, take the opportunity. 2-putt par and walk to the next.
All right, Fats, your most favorite hole in the whole wide world is?
Second favorite, the 16th Islands favorite, of course. Most guys remember I fought really hard for this hole on the Duckhook 18 as well.
You did.
Just a great hole. Most of the times we play it's about 280 to the green, so it's big risk reward. Because even if you want to lay up with a 7-iron or a 9-iron or a 6-iron, whatever it is, it's tight on the fairway there. Most of the guys do bail out to the right as well into that bunker, and it's a really difficult bunker shot from there. So you can see there close to the green is a bit more space as well. So if you want to hit like a 240, 230 shot, it's a lot safer than playing a 150 or 160 shot. Big slopey green, like I said, it's a great risk-reward hole. Nice and tight. You got to hit a straight piece if you want to go for it.
Yes, indeed. Positive. Got to be positive. Don't even see anything. Just whack it. Many times I've seen people try to play safe, and they don't get away with it. Okay, let's quickly touch on the team match plays that are happening. We're down to the semi-finals. That means after today we have the final teams, which will be concluding the team match play at Germiston, the final Sunday League round. Right, we've got Steady Eddie, Jason Ivans and Eddie Ivans taking on the Young Guns, which is Rudy Mattia and Tian Schmullian. Good luck to you guys. And then we got the Mighty Ducks taking on the reigning champions, the Joiners, in the semi-final. So good luck to everybody, and may the best team win and bring on the final at the end of the season. Let's have a look at how the player rankings look after our Thursday League at Dainfern. It's good to have Lukey back in the field. That means his average can move and give some other players a chance. So here it stands. Lukey, Gideon has rocketed up this page. He wasn't even close to the top 10, but with his 2 wins, he's now in touching distance of the top spot. Alan Lowe's in 3rd. Frikkie Barnard also, he could have a lot of points coming his way, because if he wins the team match play, that's a lot of points, and that could make a big difference in his average. Ewald van Wyk, Randall Chetty, also in the same boat. If he progresses to the final and wins the final of the team match play, he's going to also get a lot of points. Ruben Swartz done well to stay in the top 10. Cornell as well, Bo Ricketts and Hanu Oosthuizen. Everybody, there is a virtual competition for Ebotse, so you haven't seen this. Let's get involved. We've got about 10 players who have signed up already, and this is how it works. So there's 80 of us. So whoever enters, we take those scores of those players into that mini leaderboard, and that will determine the winner. So even if you shoot 34 and that's the best score out of the 10 players, you may win this virtual competition. So again, the more we get in, the bigger the credits we can play for, and everybody wants to win free golf. Correct? Correct.
Correct.
All right. So that is it for a Friday evening. That is your Ebotse preview. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Please remember that we have to go through security gates. The gates know our crowd. So say your name. They'll look on the tee sheet and they'll let you in there. Not everybody's going to get codes, from what I understand. It's kind of like Danefern, one code was given. So remember, be early for your tee time, because there might be a backlog, a lot of people getting in, and let's have a hell of a day. We'll see you on the 1st. We'll put up a gazebo. We'll have fun. It's all ours. And yes, may the best duck win, and let the golf be awesome. That's Donnie, Basil, Ryan. Thank you so much for joining us, and everybody on the chat line. It's much appreciated. You may go off, crack another beer, and enjoy your weekend. Until then,
Thanks,
goodbye.
Matt. Enjoy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, have a lekker one.
Sunday.